PlayStation trophies. Don't you just love collecting these little things? What started out as a nice extra addition onto PS3 consoles eventually became standard practice for PS4 going forward, and will naturally go on to PS5. Hell, even the PlayStation Vita had some trophy sets of its own for its games, and even PS2 games that came to PS4 had trophies. But what about the original PlayStation 1, where it all started for Sony? Well, unfortunately that console hasn't seen any trophy love so far, but luckily I'm here to ask and answer the question: if PS1 games had trophies, what would they be like? To kick things off, I'm going to be taking a look at the Neversoft developed, Activision published Spider-Man for PS1, released in 2000. So let's see what my potential trophy list is like. Spider-Man's trophy list will consist of a total of 33 trophies for you to collect, which includes the Platinum trophy. It also includes 4 gold trophies for you to grab, as well as 12 silver trophies for you to collect, and a total of 16 bronze trophies. So the first bunch of trophies I'm going to talk about are the Miscellaneous trophies, which get you to do some fun and weird things in the game that you might not necessarily do when playing through normally, and these are the ones that I kind of like the best. So the first one that we're going to get is the Norman Was Here trophy, which is awarded to you if you manage to discover Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin's lair, during the police chase sequence. So if you get into this crane, you will unlock a bronze trophy called Norman Was Here, and if you pick up the armour for Spider-Man here, you also unlock a bronze Battle Ready trophy. There's also a silver Pro Web Slinger trophy awarded to you if you manage to swing out on 6 web lines in a row before landing or touching a surface.
My Spidey compass will help me find the bed.
This is actually a bit of a tricky challenge trophy, to be honest, because the game only lets you do 2 automatic web slings when you press the button. So Spider-Man will either automatically hit to a surface or he'll just land on the floor. So you need to swing out, and then on your second swing before it ends, you need to jump and press the web sling button again, but make sure you don't instantly go to a surface. So it's quite a nice challenge trophy there.
I'm already at full
and it
health.
also allows you to experience the fact that you can web sling more than twice, so it opens up the game a bit more. I remember discovering that when I first played it, and I thought it was amazing that you could keep swinging if you were skilled enough to do it, so I wanted to include that as a trophy here. I've also included another sort of challenge trophy called You Missed, which will give you a silver trophy if you manage to do it. And this trophy requires you to get through the entire of the police chase section without getting hit once by the police helicopter's missiles that will fire at you. So this can be a bit tricky, but with practice I think it could easily be done. So as soon as you get to this cutscene at the end of this level, you will unlock the silver You Missed trophy.
Hey, you gonna pay for that tower? Uh-oh. Spider sense tingling. One more step and it's a load of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
So in the sewers, when you're trying to catch up with Venom, there is a little Easter egg in the game where if you go a certain way through the tunnels, you'll end up finding the lizard. So I wanted to include that as a sort of hidden bronze trophy called Come Here Often. So this will just be awarded as soon as you get up to where Lizard is and trigger the cutscene. So it's not really a hard one to get, but it's a nice little bonus to highlight this little Easter egg, which I thought was really cool. The fact that Lizard is actually in the game in the sewers. Even though we never fight him or anything, you still get this little cool conversation with him. So if you're on the cheat code selection screen and you type in a bad word, Spider-Man will punch away the word and replace it with a nice one, which was a little Easter egg in the game, and I've reflected that with this hidden trophy, 1 coin in the jar. Players will also be able to get another bronze trophy called Just Hanging Out if they do the move where Spider-Man can hang upside down from his web. There is another trophy that's a challenge trophy, quite a tricky one this one, I Am Iron Spider, which is a silver trophy for collecting the spider armor suit and keeping it over the course of 5 levels. So there is certain areas in the game where you can get one and then find another one within a certain amount of levels, so you can top up the armor if need be, or just do this on easy if you really have to, if you're struggling that badly. But the challenge is to just keep the armor throughout 5 different levels. So you could do this on the first instance you get the suit if you manage to get through the whole of the police stage section and end up getting to the Rhino boss fight. As soon as you get to that 5th level, the silver I Am Iron Spider trophy would pop and you would have a nice little one for your collection. The final mixed trophy that I've included in the game is It's in the Bag Man, which is a bronze trophy awarded for you for actually wearing the amazing Bagman costume. So you don't have to complete the whole game or anything like that. It's just equipping the suit and playing through a level with it. So as soon as the level loads, you just get this bronze trophy pop. Combat and power trophies. So these are trophies that we can get after defeating enemies so many times with certain abilities that Spider-Man has throughout the game, and one of these is the Impactful trophy, which will unlock after Spider-Man defeats 20 enemies using impact webbing. So that is just by pressing up and triangle to shoot out a ball of web, and if you can do that 20 times with 20 different enemies, you will unlock this trophy. So my idea for these is that they are cumulative, so they would carry over the progress through different playthroughs, but I don't really think you would need to do that because there are plenty of opportunities to do these moves, so I think you can easily get them. The next trophy that I wanted to stick to a move was one for the web yank ability. So if you were to shoot out a web and then pull an enemy towards you and punch them before they stop falling, you will get the silver Get Over Here trophy. It's a nice little move that you can do, and I thought it'd be good to showcase this. The next trophy we can unlock is from using the web gloves that Spider-Man has to allow him to do more damage with his punches, and it definitely comes in handy with the lizards. So if you can kill 20 enemies with the gloves on, you will get the silver Who Needs Claws trophy. The next trophy that we can unlock through an ability is using the magnesium webs, which is like the flame web that we'll get when we're in the warehouse section of the game. So if you can kill, again, 20 enemies using this, you will get the silver Smoking Hot trophy. So you should be able to unlock that in one playthrough, but again, we can just carry it over the progress. So these are pretty much easy trophies to get, that you should be able to get them. The next trophy is a bit more challenging. So this is relating to the subway level where you're on the train as it's driving forward and there's a load of lizard enemies that come up. So this is more of a combat challenge trophy. So you're tasked with killing, well, we'll say killing, Spider-Man doesn't kill them, but defeating 25 lizards before the time runs out, before the train gets to where it needs to go. So this one is pretty tough, I think, to be fair. You've got to be quite quick here. Make great use of the web gloves to take out enemies quickly. So it's basically just knocking out as many as you can in the time limit before the level ends. If you manage to get 25, you'll get the silver Tickets Please trophy, which I think is a nice little challenge there because you've got probably enough time to get 30 if you're really quick. So I think 25 is a nice little leeway there for missing a few. Another combat challenge type trophy that I wanted to include in the game was the silver Can't Touch This trophy, which is awarded to you if you manage to complete any of the game's boss fights without taking any damage during the fight. Now, this may seem quite hard at first, but like I said, you can do this on any boss fight you want. I didn't want to say it on all of them because Mysterio boss fight is quite hard to not get hit, so I thought it's easier if you can just pick any one you want and try it on. And of course you can do it in the lower difficulties. So as soon as you beat the boss without taking any damage, you will unlock the silver Can't Touch This trophy for your efforts. You could also go in with the spider armor to make it a lot easier on yourselves as well. Collectibles trophies. So these are awarded to you for picking up the various collectibles in the game. So the main collectibles in this are the comic books that you can find scattered throughout each level. So I wanted to give you a bronze trophy for the first comic book that you find. So that would be a bronze trophy called First Issue. So whichever one you pick up first, it doesn't necessarily have to be the one on the Fantastic Wall building, but whichever one you find first, that would be the bronze trophy that you unlock there. So I wanted to then do 2 more for the comic book collectibles because there's quite a lot of them, and it adds a new bit to your progression. So once you get 50 of them, you would unlock the silver trophy, a believer. And then if you were to get every single one of the comic books, and I think there's 32 in total, so as soon as you get that last one and you've got 100% of them, you would unlock the gold, a true believer trophy, which just shows that you've got 100%. And I think that's quite a nice way to encourage you to go back and get them. There are other different collectibles that we can get, because I'm counting the costumes as a collectible type trophy. So these would be a gold trophy called Suit Up Pete once you unlock every single costume in the game. So you get them for like completing on the various difficulties and things like that. So they're quite easy to get, really. Story progression trophies. So these are the handful of trophies that are unmissable if you play the game from beginning to end. At least once you will start to unlock these. So I based this set of trophies around key points in the game's story, and I thought the best way to do it would be to base most of them off of the bosses that you fight, with a couple of other ones thrown in there, like when you defeat the Jade Syndicate in the bank. You would also get a trophy for each boss you defeat, so Scorpion would get you a Sting in the Tail Bronze trophy, and I decided to keep all of these boss defeated trophies to a bronze because I didn't think they were worth more than just a simple bronze. It's a nice way to just say congratulations, you beat the boss. So Rhino's is the Toro trophy because he makes Spider-Man makes a joke about that when you're fighting him. I decided to give Venom 2 trophies for defeating him because you do 2 fights. So the first one is come back and play after you defeat him in the street, after you've chased him through the city. And then we get another one when we defeat him in the sewers and he ends up joining our team, and that one I called in the doghouse because there's a little joke with Venom, Spider-Man and Mary Jane, and Venom sort of says that Peter's in the doghouse now because Mary Jane starts shouting at him to save her, which I thought was quite funny. So we then get another one for defeating Mysterio, and that one's just called Mystery Solved. Nice little bronze trophy there again. We then get a different one here because at a certain point in the game we have to save Black Cat because she gets captured. So I added a trophy in here as part of the story just to bridge the gap between the Mysterio fight and the Ock fight because I thought there was quite a big gap there. Moving on from there, once you get into the Doc Ock fight and you defeat him, we'll get another bronze trophy here called Doc Ock Down. Now, immediately after this boss fight, we go into the next boss fight with Carnage. So, again, once you defeat him, we'll get another trophy here called Carnage Over, once again being another bronze trophy for our efforts. Now, after that, we get into the final bit with Monster Ock, which isn't really a boss fight, it's more of just a running away from him to escape. So I didn't give him a specific trophy. Instead, I saved it for the end of the game, where you would unlock a silver trophy called Spider-Man if you completed it on normal. If you were to complete the game on hard, you would unlock a gold trophy called Amazing Spider-Man. So there is some difficulty trophies there for us to get. Again, they would stack as well, so you would unlock both of them if you were to do it on hard straight away. There is another completion trophy that I thought would be quite good to have. So there's lots of different suits you can unlock in the game, so I decided to do a silver trophy called Trying a New Look, which would unlock if you completed the game again using a different suit. So you could pick any of the suits in the game. It could be the Venom one, the Scarlet Spider one, it wouldn't matter. You would just unlock that at the end. There is also another mode once you complete the game called What If, which kind of changes things a little bit, so I decided to give that a gold trophy called Alternate Ending, because I thought that would be a nice way to encourage people to play through that mode. So it's a long trophy because you have to play for the whole game again to get it, like the costume one. But I thought it's quite a cool one because it encourages you to play this mode and see what it's all about, because it is quite fun just seeing all the weird changes they make, because there's quite a few random things in there, to be honest. And that's pretty much it for all the story progression trophies in Spider-Man. I think there's a nice balance, giving a trophy for each boss fight, as well as a couple of other ones as part of the story, and then the couple of completion ones I think are quite good. I think there's a nice mixture there. The Platinum Trophy. So this is the big trophy awarded to you as soon as you unlock the final trophy that you need to complete your set. So naturally this will just unlock with whatever is your last normal sort of trophy that you need. So you would then see the Ultimate Spider-Man trophy pop up. So I thought that was quite a nice little name to finish on. I was going to use Amazing, but I thought Ultimate sounded better than just Amazing, because you've done everything. You are the Ultimate, you are the best, because you've got every single trophy in the game. So that is my trophy list for Spider-Man on PS1. Hi guys, Super Beanie Man here, and I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing or liking the video. It really does help. You could also check out That One Bullshit PlayStation Trophy, That One Bullshit Platinum Trophy Unlocked, or the Should You Platinum video series for more trophy related videos on my channel. There's also loads of other gaming videos on my channel, so please check them out. In the next episode, Tekken 3.